So Matt, thanks for the invitation to Star today. I know it's towards the end of the day here now on Wednesday, so things have quietened down a bit, which is good, so we can get in front of the machines. The first machine I'd like to look at is the SW20 here. Could you maybe just give us, and I note this one's for sale, which is always good, I'm sure it'll be sold by the end of the week. Can you just tell us what the SW20 is as a model?
Okay, so it's obviously a 20mm machine. It's twin platens, high productivity, fast cycle times. Very powerful machine.
Is it a 20mm bar machine as the numbers state?
No, you can take it up to 7/8 bar.
And the twin platen then, does that mean you get balance turning?
Yes, you can do balance turning, you can do balance milling, you can do drilling and turning at the same time.
And then a very quick point on the HFT. Tell us about that, because I know that's been a highlight here at the show this week.
Okay, so a lot of customers with the swarf control issues with certain materials, we're running it with 316 stainless to demonstrate how we can improve the swarf control by making a material chip.
So it's essentially, if you're having issues with the swarf, this is a way of controlling it. Okay, so this is the SW20. It's a double platen machine, high productivity. We're now going to move on. So here we have an SR38 Type A. Now I've seen a few of these in the field. Yep. Let's open this door so we can. Now, as the numerics state again, is this a 38mm bar machine?
Only with the guide bush. Now on this machine you can take the guide bush out and you can run it up to 42mm bar.
So essentially non-guide bush and guide bush operation?
Yes, absolutely.
And then what does the SR stand for? What's the Type A? Is this a machine that you can have I mean, it looks like there's a lot of tools in there.
There's a lot of tools in there. Basically this machine you can do balance turning. It's got a unique feature in there where you can bring two tools in on the main platen. It's the only single platen tool machine that can do that. We've also got a B-axis on here, so customers need to do any angle features or they need to do face milling or what have you. It's easily set.
So bigger parts, more complicated. Let's pick one of these up just for our viewers so we can have a look at what the actual demonstration running here is. What is this? Is this part of the assembly we saw earlier?
Yes, so this is part of the demo piece that we're making here at the show. So this had a 304 stainless. So again, this machine's running the HFT software like the SW20 you saw earlier. So just showing the swarf control. You can just have a look in there, you can see the size of the chips as opposed to having stringy swarf.
And now, is this a popular machine in the range, Matt? Would you sell a lot of the 38 size?
Yeah, it's been a lot more popular than I was expecting this year.
Okay, now on 38, I know we got some people in front of this machine, but that doesn't matter. If you could just take your place in front of it over here, Matt. I want to know more about this SR or this ST38 model. Could you maybe give us a very brief overview as to what this machine is?
Okay, so this is our flagship sliding head. So this is a triple turret sliding head lathe. So it's guide bush only. Beauty of this machine is you've got a lot of tool positions having the three turrets. And it's got 10 stations per turret. So you can have in excess of 90 tools. Customers that use this one, like customers who like to tool it up for multiple jobs, so reduce their setup times, or in some instances, if you've got jobs that need a lot of tools, it can handle the complex work.
It's interesting because a lot of the times you associate the sliding head lathes with the platens, but what we're now introducing is turrets.
Yeah, I mean this technology's been around for a few years. We're the only ones that are supplying this type of machine here in the UK. It's unique. It has a lot of features on there.
What's better about, or not necessarily better, but what's different about a turret? Have you got more power?
Yeah, a lot more power, especially on the live tools. So you can have up to 4 kilowatts on the live tools.
Okay, so if you're looking at milling harder materials, which you probably would be with larger components, then this is the sort of machine that can tackle those. Let's just pick up one of these here because, again, I'm interested in what you're making. So what is this part here again? Part of that assembly?
Yes, so it's another component of the assembly that you've seen already. It's just demonstrating the surface finish, obviously the milling features here, a lot of material taken out, and obviously finish of the part.
The engraving there, is that in the software that you have on the Fanuc control?
Yeah, it's a macro that we've written and we can apply it to any of the machines that we've got in the range.
Okay, that's a big machine, that's a 38. Let's go down, probably if you stand over there, Matt, this is the SB12. So is this one of your smallest sign here?
It's one of the smallest. We've got one smaller than this. We've got a 10mm machine as well. So we've got, this is available as a 20mm machine as well. Entry-level machine. not too many tools, so people that not have to do complex work, ideal.
I'm intrigued a little bit by this because is there still a market for these very small term parts in the UK? You know, I mean, I suppose we're getting down to sort of maybe watch industry and things like that. Is there still a big market for you?
There is a big market, and I've got customers here machining 0.8mm bar, more like wired really. But
Yeah. Okay, so that's a 12mm. I note you got HFT on there as well. Another machine that is attracting the attention here of viewers is the SR20R. Is this an R4 type B?
yeah. So this is basically a baby version of the SR38 that we saw earlier. So a lot of tools in there. There's a B-axis. There's a lot of power in this machine for a 20mm machine.
When you say a lot of power, what do you mean by that?
So sub-spindle, like on the SW20, is the same power as the main spindle. So a lot of power available there. Live tools, a lot more power. You've got the B-axis as well, doing the complex work.
Now, I know that you said to me earlier that the 20mm machines are probably one of your popular selling models. Does that therefore make this one of your big sellers?
It is up there, definitely.
Okay, and then we move on this way. Now, this has to be one of the highlights of the show then, Matt. So this is the new SR20 J2 Type B. Tell us some of the differences between this and its predecessor.
Okay, there's quite a few upgrades on this one. So you've got a lot heavier casting for a start. So you can do a lot harder machining on there. You've got more tools, specifically on the back end of the machine. So it was the old machine had 4. This one has 2 options. You can have a 6 or an 8 version like we got here.
And what about the guide bush and non-guide bush on this? Can you go from one to the other?
Yes, now that's a feature that's due to this machine. So allowing customers, if they've got short parts, they can swap between short non-guide bush mode, or if they've done a long parts, guide bush mode.
And you said the machine's got more weight. Has it got more speed as well on the spindles or on the power tools?
Yeah, all of the front, so faster spindles, even on live tools, and much higher revs as well.
Okay, and then the one machine that you got behind us here, and this is the SR32 J2 Type B. This has to be one of your popular sellers as well, because this is a reasonably new model.
Yes, so this came out just before the summer this year, and it's been selling really well.
Has this machine got a B-axis on it?
No B-axis on this one, but you can put a manual angle tool in there if you need to do angular features.
And do you find 32mm bar machines, again, I know we said 20mm are popular, but are the 32s up there as well?
Definitely, yeah. There's a lot of people doing anything above like an inch bar, and so this type of machine is fantastic for the job.
So we've had a good look round from you. You're an area sales manager here at Star. You're equipped. Your toolbox is full of goodies, isn't it, for engineers? There's not much you can't do when it comes to sliding head technology.
Absolutely. We've got a lot of different machines, depending on what size your job is or how complex it is. We've got something to do the job.
And then just give us a very quick rundown on what people can expect when they buy a machine from Star. You've got application support, you've got the service infrastructure, you've got all those niceties and requirements that an engineer would need.
Yeah, the after-sales support is absolutely crucial. It's one of the biggest things for us. So having the application support so the customers can phone or email our applications team on any problems on jobs or on the machine, and also the amount of parts that we have here in the UK to get the machines back up and running if something should go wrong.
You've done a fantastic job today. Are you top salesman?
Nearly.
Thanks, Matt.
Thank you.